down there, the forwardmost one.
Yep.
If you want to go forward, push it forward. Don't lift it up. Actually, physically push it
Yeah,
forward.
with you, yep.
And get yourself comfortable.
Okay.
How does that seat position feel?
Yeah.
Steering wheel adjust if you want it to. It's down there. Yeah, that's it. Happy with that?
Yep. Just the back could do.
You done much track work before today, or
no?
No.
No.
Okay, well, the main difference of this car is it's obviously very, very quick. So you're going to be arriving at the corners a lot faster, so just do make sure you're nice and hard on the brakes, okay? And the other thing is, obviously you've got a lot of power, so you do have to be very, very smoothly right foot, especially as it's just started raining again. You really have to be nice and progressive with it. If you jump on it, we'll kick the back end out, because obviously the track's very slippy in the wet.
Okay.
Don't worry about the mirrors, I'll keep an eye on all that. When you're driving, same as the other car, 1/4 to 3 on the steering, and you've got your paddle shifts there. We can more or less head out, so to get the handbrake off, you pull the lever over there towards you.
Yep.
That's it, and then you put your foot on the brake, pull the right paddle. You're in first gear now. Away we go. You might have to turn slightly right to get away from the sign there. Excuse me. And then round to the left. Do you feel like you remember the circuit a bit?
A little bit, yeah. We were going pretty quick, so
yeah,
yeah, just a bit.
Right, so as you come out of the pits, just stay to the right hand side. Like I said, the first one is going to be this 3rd gear left-hander. So just be aware that obviously the track's just had a bit of rain, so it'll be a bit slippy.
Okay.
But still is raining, really. And then straight out, staying to the right. Up to 3rd before this one, that's it. You're clear behind you, okay. So just a teeny brake, not much of one at this speed, and then into the curving on the inside. So trying to keep your thumb sort of always just above the centrepiece.
Sorry,
right.
sorry about that.
Straight over the curve. Out wide on the exit. And the next one's the one place you can have a bit of an accident. You've got to be a little bit careful through. You get up to 4th before it. Get into the curve. Just be very careful when you're picking up the pads. It gets quite slippy here and you can flick it into that inside wall. Then you're out wide. You've got a quick right-hander next, which is taking in 4th. So you're braking down 1 gear. And then you're off the brakes in here. Off the brakes, that's it. Let the car run out to about 3/4 width. And then you obviously got this quick left into the tight right. It's a bit damper through here now, obviously with the rain. Out to mid-track, and then back across to the left, and then you've got this 3rd gear right-hander. So you're down 1 gear. Not running any wider than about mid-track. Give yourself time to get on a better line for the left-hander. And then into the curving, and then just straight over the brow. Try and get the wheel straight as you go over the brow, and then into that curving on the right-hand side. Let the car use the full width on the exit. And the next corner is probably the wettest corner of the lot. We're going to go right around the outside of that, just because there's a bit more grip out there in the wet conditions. And when we get there, we'll be taking in 4th gear. So you're braking down to 4th, and just going right around the very outside of the circuits here. You're off the brakes, nice and wide through here. A little bit wide, a little bit wider. Literally almost following the white line on the left there. Trying to get this sort of steering as straight as early as you can, so then you can start feeding in the pan. Then we back it up to the right. Hard brake down to 3rd. Now maybe 1 more gear here normally, but doesn't matter now. We'll stick with 4th. Into the curve on the right. Running it out wide on the exit, use all that track. Then you're up a gear, remember, for the next one. Into the curve, being patient on the pan. And let me run all the way out to just next to the curve, and then you flat out. Then braking down to 4th. Off the brakes now, off the brakes. Run out about 3/4 width, so a little bit wider, that's it, good. Then into the curve on the left, running out to mid-track. Back across to the left again. Then a hard brake down to 3rd. Good, then just a lift as you turn in here, no need to brake. You get the wheels straight as you go over the brow. Into that curve on the right. So if you can, try and just keep those thumbs on the sort of centrepiece level. I know it feels a bit odd, just gives you a bit more feel for where the front wheels are. You need to make a correction. literally, I mean, right
Oh,
out
right,
there.
okay.
Just a little bit more grip in the wet
Okay.
around here. Then out wide. And then brake hard because you're going quickly downward gear. Good, brake a bit harder. That's it, and then into the curb. And then from here, straight to the curb on the right. Let it run out wide on the exit. Up to fourth and in, be patient. Then out nice and wide on the exit. Good. Then a bit of a brake down gear. Off the brakes now and in, that's a good speed. Let it run out about 3/4 width. Good. Into the curbing. Out to mid-track. Back over to the left. And braking hard down to third. Quick, quick, quick brake. And then off the brakes and in. Good. Straight line it, that's it. Then off the brakes and in again. Out nice and wide. And then we'll come in the pit this lap. So if you stay to the right, we'll come in the pit lane at the end of the straight. Stay on it, you don't need to lift off too much. We'll go inside those curves. What do you think of the cars?
Pardon?
Do you like the car or?
It's fantastic.
Got a bit of power, isn't it?
That's awesome.
Then we'll go right like you did in the other car between the barrier and the
Brilliant.
blue cones. Well done, that was good.
Yeah, it's great. Thanks a lot.
No worries.